Dr. Khera also actually launched 10 to 19 Adolescents Collaborative last year. It's been one official year. This is our kind of birthday, a one-year birthday since we launched the collaborative. And it's been a journey, and it's been great to have our partners with us, including the Ministry of Family Health and Welfare, including some of our implementation partners like Cine, C3, Magic Bus, Breakthrough, Educate Girls, Quest Alliance, and Angan, in no particular order, but to have great organizations who are going to help us actually bring change on the ground and deliver the outcomes, as well as some of our supporters like Lucille and Packard Foundation, Children Investment Fund Foundation, Tata Trust, Kiawa Trust, USAID, and having them all with us is very encouraging and gives us support, because as Dr. Khera and Deval rightly said, this is not something that we can do alone. Dasra is just a facilitator in this. We are strengthened by the strength of our partners, by the expertise that everybody brings in, and the only thing is we're committed to bringing the change to the adolescent boys and girls in the community. And with that, I think if I can just ask to play the video on our 10 to 19 collaborative. We've tried to put together our intent, our philosophy, what we hope to do through the collaborative in the years to come with the support of all of you in the room and our partners. So here goes.
Almost half of India's adolescents today are making it through to secondary school with aspirations for a better tomorrow. But there are those like Payal who invariably get left behind. All of 14, talks of marriage will probably mean an end to any such hope for an alternate future. Out of the estimated 250 million adolescents in India, many like Payal are burdened by circumstances that deny them their full potential. At 15, Rakhi is a mother to this undernourished child, but her situation surprises no one. Bharat here, on the other hand, has had to drop out of school to help support his family. Accounting for about 20% of our country's population, India currently has the largest cohort of adolescents in the world today. If we work to turn their stories around, these adolescents can serve not just as catalysts of change in the lives of their siblings, parents, grandparents, children, and the communities around them, creating multiple circles of impact, but with agency, they will be able to realize and rise to their full potential, ensuring a successful transition to adulthood. The 10 to 19 Dasra Adolescents Collaborative recognizes this potential for change. Until about 2008, pockets of non-profits engaged in sectors like health, education, and employability faced a common challenge. They had limited incentive for collaboration and hardly any formal structures to help build towards it. Recognizing this gap, 10 to 19 took the crucial step of aligning funders, non-profits, technical experts, and government organizations to partner and work in collaboration in a bid to bring about positive and sustainable change. From a space till now constrained by segregated funding, the collaborative facilitated a shift that was unique in many ways. The collaborative today aims to reach 5 million adolescents over the next 5 years and channel over $50 million. Evaluation, learning, and robust monitoring have always been important for the collaborative. But now, years of research have led the collaborative to its 4 measurable outcomes, those that encapsulate the biggest challenges adolescents face today. First, supporting adolescents to complete secondary education. Second, ensuring adolescents build agency and self-efficacy. Third, delaying their age at marriage. And fourth, delaying age of first pregnancy or birth. So, how does this collaborative plan to work? First, 10 to 19 aims to bring about a changed focus to the funding environment. So, From focusing on funding activities and outputs, it plans to focus instead on funding outcomes.
I think outcome-based funding really helps us to invest, to measure, to create evidence and really assure outcomes. Because the kind of issues that we work on cannot really be attained in shorter terms.
Next, a select group of non-profit organizations in specific geographies will be supported to deliver comprehensive programming at scale.
One of the cornerstones was knowing that it wasn't enough just to send you to school, you to a health clinic, teach you about how your body works, that every girl had to understand all of those things, or whatever cocktail of things it was that she needed so that her life would change. But of course it's not enough just to change a girl's life. She needs her brothers and her male peers to also have different mindsets and to have different opportunities.
10 to 19 will also work on monitoring, evaluation and learning by collecting robust data on results and measuring the effects of interventions.
We've all been grappling with many interventions, many programs, but how do we know that they're working? We don't have the hard evidence to say, yes, if you do it this way, this is the outcome we'll achieve. And I think that's the need and that's the importance of evaluation.
The Government of India is really looking forward to different partners helping them to rethink their adolescent programming. And so rigorous data, rigorous evaluations from this 10 to 19 collaborative will also serve as a roadmap for the Government of India to rebuild and restructure their adolescent health program.
And lastly, the collaborative will engage with the community of practice to create a collective voice, to engage with the government and the larger society in order to produce large-scale systemic change.
What's also very important is to ensure that there's normative change, that we change the mindset from the ground up through social behavior change communication, as well as top down from policy, as well as governmental institutions, and bridge that gap. And that is where the community of practice comes in.
There is a fifth player in this team as well, perhaps the most significant, the adolescents of this country themselves. Through fulfilling the 4 measurable outcomes, 10 to 19 will strive to change not just lives, but the attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors that limit the lives of India's adolescents. Together, change is possible.